Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. We're on number 23. Not many left to go. There have been 2 every single week since September. Mondays and Fridays, go back and have a look at the old projects. Like I say, still a few to come. And this is today's project. It's a very tall, thin box, and it measures 1 3/8 of an inch all the way round, and then whatever 12 minus 1 3/8 is. Just over 10.5 inches, so tall. This would be a brilliant box to fill with little sweeties and maybe tiny wrapped up parcels, or pop money inside with some chocolates and sweets and things. Just like one of those, I suppose almost like a brand tub, if you ever did that, or sort of kind of like Secret Santa, but where there's layers of little gifts all the way up. Just fabulous. Little lipsticks in there, intermingled with chocolates or whatever. Just lovely, but really cute. And I am on the Great Used Up Challenge now, and I'm down to, in order to do this, you need a long piece of paper that, I'm just trying to get hold of it. It's 6 by 12, which is 30 by 15 centimetres, or 15.25 by 30.5, doesn't matter. But you need it to be, you need your pattern going this way, and I haven't got, this is the only one, which is the other half of this. Or, as you can see, I've got them where it goes in that direction, and actually even that isn't full 12 inches. So, I'm humming and hawing as to whether to go with the same one again or actually just make a completely different one. I think I might make a completely different one, so that's all I've got left. I have loved this paper. Okay, so 6 by 12 inches, 15.25 by 30.5 centimetres. Oh, I just thumped the tripod. On the long side, score it at 1 3/8 of an inch and 11 inches. So that is 3.5, 28. Turn it round. Yeah, turn it round and score it at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5.5 inches. And in metric, that's 3.5, 7, 10.5, and 14. And so in metric, the measurements of it is 3.5 all the way round, and I want to say 21.5 tall, something like that. Yes, 21.5 tall. So tall and narrow, that's how we're going. Right, so burnish the score lines. I love this paper. It's flocked, so it's got this wonderful fuzzy velvety feel to it. And it has been incredibly popular. It has been in and out of stock like it's going out of fashion. No pun intended, because it's clearly very seasonal, very fashionable. But yeah, it's been in and out of stock. Okay. And then this top one, so you've got a long one of 1 3/8 of an inch and a short one of 1 inch, so that's about, yeah, I don't remember what it is, 2.5 centimetres, 3.5 centimetres. This is the bottom, that's the top. So just gently bend it in the wrong direction and ignore the jet going overhead. Okay, so hopefully, oh, shall I turn it that way? There we go. You can see that there. And that is the top, and I've bent it towards myself. So, take off a tiny little bit of the top, just to mitre it. Down at the bottom, take away the skinny rectangle, and then cut straight up the other 3 lines. And you're left with this and a little panel that you've taken away, and a tiny little bit mitered up there. So I'm going to put some tear and tape along here. That jet is making everything on my window jangle. I've got a couple of sun catchers on my window, and it's making them rattle because they're glass. Okay. Right, so that part's done. So you fold in 2 sides and the back, and then bring this one round, and that'll be the front. almost done with that paper piece. There it is. There we go. And at the top, just push where you've got a score line here. Push at that point and it will pull together. And it will resist in certain places, depends on how much stuff you've got inside. Okay, and then I'm going to bring some ribbon in. Now, this is not Poppy Parade, which is this colour here. This is Real Red? Must be Real Red, because it's not Lovely Lipstick, it's not pink enough for that. And I didn't mind that it didn't match with that, because it's only little glimpses of red. But it won't go with that, so I'm going with Whisper White sheer ribbon. And I want quite long tails on it, and where I'm tying the bow is at that scored line. I love sheer ribbon, but it's so thin. It's actually got stuck up my thumbnail. There we go. And those tails, oh, well, they're not as long as I wanted them to be, but they're long enough. Okay, right, and I'm not stamping. I'm using the Santa signpost framelets on here to cut out some of my cute little elves. And I'm going to do the same. So on this one I cut out the green elf with the stack of presents. I'm going to go with the red elf and the stack of presents. And there are framelets to match. In fact, there's framelets to match the cart, Mrs. Christmas, there's Father Christmas on another one. There's the signpost you can cut out, and you can actually, obviously there's stamping to go with it as well. And you've got elves in both directions. So that's that elf who's facing that way, and this elf faces the other way, so that's the one I want for him. My little stack of presents, and you can see there's the cart as well. There's Mrs. Christmas, she fits on there. The signpost, the whole signpost as it is, and then with the stamp set you can create your own, so you've got the poles and the signs, and I just love this set. Can you tell? Big time love it. And I know you have as well, everybody, because it's just, like I say, this one has been in and out of stock like crazy. So I think, hopefully, I should be able to get it out of that one that I've just managed to catch. And my cheeky little elf here. And he's got little fuzzy bits on his hat, and then one of the presents has got the fuzzy bit to match this. I move those out of the way and grab my big shot. I've got my magnetic platform, which makes life so much easier. It really, really does. Because I don't have to use washi tape and all that sort of stuff. And I've just looked out of my window and UPS is about to turn off. So I might have to press pause because there's a lot of parcels on the way for me. Definitely going to have to push pause. Bear with me 1 second, I will be right back. Right, let's carry on. Yes, it was UPS for me, 3 parcels. Love it. And no, I can't show you anything. Joys of being a demonstrator, you get to early order. And if you join, you can early order too. Right, so they die cut beautifully. So how do my dimensionals go missing all the time? And they're right in front of me. There we go. So one on the back of the elf, and then I want just a little edge, just a half a piece to go under one of these presents, because otherwise it's A full dimensional is just a bit too fat and it sticks out over the edges. And mini dimensionals and I are not friends. I can't get on with them, my fingernails don't like them. So there's our little elf on there with his stack of presents up there, and cute little project. And like I say, you'd fit tons in there, blimey. Would you fit a, oh, you'd even fit a stays-on cleaner. Probably a regular stays-on, a regular cleaner as well. You'd fit lipsticks, you'd fit chocolates. I mean, look at Hershey's Kisses, they're tiny. All sorts would go in there. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.